Hello everyone, Sheila back again. Welcome to my channel. It is now 3 o'clock. This is the first time I've sat down and done anything with, I'm busy doing the bag with knitting or crochet. As my granddaughter's partner Craig has been up helping me in the garden this morning because there was some parts of it that needed digging over and it was just getting a bit much for me, for too much bending over and that, and so he offered to come up and dig some parts because he's a working lad, he's working all week and that, but he has the weekends off. And so anyway, he came up and we got some of the garden sorted, and I now have 2 rows of peas planted and a row of potatoes. It is a little late, but you do have up until about the middle of October. That's usually when I can manage to grow stuff too. It depends on how bad the weather gets. Sometimes it's maybe the end of September when I have to dig up anything, but even if I get small potatoes, I'm not bothered. And I have 2 compost bins, and I have one usually rotting away and one ready to use. So I was taking some of the compost to put on the bottom of the underneath the potatoes. Before I put the potatoes in, I put a layer of compost in out of the compost bin. And I must have a little hole in there because when I was getting the spade in and the bottom of the little opening on the bottom of the compost bin to get the compost to put in my bucket, there was a little hole ran across the inside, so it must have, I might have a nest inside there somewhere, but I was careful not to make sure when I was digging it out that I wasn't going to hit it. Don't know whereabouts it went, but it ran further inside the compost. So that's what I think. I've had that before with them. They seem to make a nest in the... But anyway, I'm going to put that down for a minute. That's because I've been busy crocheting. I didn't have time to do any of the bag this morning because I do my crochet in the morning. And then I am doing knitting orders and things in the afternoon, and then I'm doing Derek's cardigan at night time. But I'm busy working in the afternoon on my patterns at the moment, but there will be cardigans to sell as I'm working on the patterns to do. But I hadn't had time to do any because Craig messaged this morning, so I haven't had time to do any crochet this morning. I'm doing a little bit of that before I start on my knitting, but I'm putting that down for a minute because I've had Happy Meal today. I've had a parcel come. I knew this was coming because this is from Angela. She did tell me there was a parcel coming and she asked me about anything I might have wanted. I said the only thing is when I'm doing the bags is I need some chunky, I'm running out of chunky wool to do what I do the bags and with. So she sent this from Wool Warehouse. I'm opening it up. And there are a lot of balls in here. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, it's 10. 10 balls in the pack. So I've got plenty white chunky. But when I mix the balls, like this one here, I'm mixing, it's like an off-white, but it's just some stuff I had a lot of strands together, I put together. That's what I'm using for that one. But this saves me having to do all that. And this is Yarn Smith's Aran. No, it's Aran, this one. It's not chunky, it's Aran. Well, that's what I either use. I use, this is chunky, the green I'm using, and I use either chunky with it or Aran. So I did tell Angela I use either chunky or Aran with the... So she's got Aran sent to me in the Yarn Smith's Create. which is a good reasonable price one on. There's a bill in here and I know how much the yarn is. Oh, they've just got the whole price all together. That doesn't tell you what one ball is. I'm trying to work it out. I know there's chunky as well. She sent there are 5 balls of Aran and 5 balls of chunky. So I'm not sure the exact price of a ball of the chunky. But the Aran, it looks like the Aran is cheaper than the chunky. The chunky must cost more. Anyway, that one's Aran. One of the other ones must be chunky. I'll have to have a look. Aran. Chunky. There's chunky. So the Aran has 210 yards or 195 meters, and it's 100% acrylic. And it tells you to use 5mm hook or needles. And the chunky has 163 yards or 150 meters, and that tells you to use 6mm hooks and needles with the chunky. But I put 2 chunky together and I use an 8mm hook for the bags. That's what I use for the bags. So put that back in there and that back in there. So I have all that white now to mix with my other colours that I do for the bags. So I have plenty white, because I was going to have to buy some of this myself actually. I was looking to see where I could get it, you know, with the cheaper prices, because I don't use expensive wool on the bags, because it's not something like you're wearing, you know, that you don't want to go baggy or something like that. Doesn't be some of the expensive wool, even the things you knit, that they still go baggy. But anyway, I've got plenty of that to be going on, so thank you very much, Angela. You're a very nice, thoughtful lady. You're keeping us in YouTube going with a lot of stuff, because you have been sending stuff to Sophia as well. So anyway, I am going to carry on with some of my things. I've seen that's the bag. That's how far I've got with the bag. I've still got a few inches to go to that. I do the bag till I measure about 10 inches. I'm not sure how far I've got with this one yet. I'll have to see. 9 inches. So I've got 9 inches up to there, up to now. So I'll be doing a little bit more, then adding the handles to it. So I'll put that one down there for the moment and show you what else I've been doing. And I have finished the back. That is on the raindrop. I did mention this in the video yesterday and I called it rainbow. It's not, it's raindrop, as you can see, because of the way the pattern is. It's like raindrops. So that's a 22 inch I've done the back for. So I'm going to carry on and do the fronts and the sleeves and try and get it finished, and hopefully if I can get it finished before Monday midnight on Monday, I can put it up onto eBay for a sell with 70% off eBay's selling prices, because that's what I get on eBay every fortnight. It comes up with a offer. It's been 70% off their selling fees for quite some time now, so I would imagine after a while it'll probably start coming down, because it used to be 80% and it dropped down to 70%. So then I'll probably get 60% after a while. I think it's going to keep dropping down like that every so often. But that's how much I've got done of that. So I'll be starting on the front after I do a few more rows on the bag. And I'll do a little bit more of this. I'll start on one of the fronts on this one. And then when I finish this one, I'll do this is a 22, I'll do the 24 inch. And then when I finish the 24 inch, I can work out the PDF and get the pattern written up. So there'll be a PDF and a pattern for that one. And I only got 1 or 2 rows done on Derek's last night. I don't think I was in the mood last night for knitting. Not falling asleep again, just wasn't in the mood for knitting, I think. I think I was doing knitting in the afternoon and that, and then come to the night time, I just couldn't be bothered. I just wanted a rest to watch the TV, so I did a few rows and that was it, and put it down. But I have done a little bit more of this one. I've been hunting out a little bit of material. I nearly have it's not quite 3 inches. I do this till it measures, the width across is about 3 inches, and this is 2 3/4. So I probably need to do another row, and then do the white. I will be doing the white all the way around it. This is the one I'm doing for Janet. So I had done just a couple of rows of that. I had done a couple of rows of that this morning before Craig messaged me about the garden. So so I had to put that down and leave that until, because I did go out and help when he was doing he dug over the one part where I was going to put my potatoes. I got him to dig that part over for me so I could get the potatoes in. But I had already dug the other part where I put the peas. I had already dug that part over myself. Just what with all the rain we kept having, and then when we did have a good day, I wasn't in the mood for gardening. So it took a little bit motivation for somebody to come and help me, for me to get out in the garden. So while he was digging over another part, there are a couple other parts of my garden that needed digging over. That were, some of them, the weeds were so compacted and hard, I couldn't get the spade in. It needed somebody with a lot of strength to get the spade in to dig those weeds out, because there were really strong roots and that, and I just couldn't get into it. I tried, but I couldn't get into it. But Craig managed to dig that out for me, so I was pulling some of the weeds out from the rest of my garden, because the weeds have just gone, they've just gone mad this year, and it must be with all the rain and that. So anyway, I'm going to sit down and do a little bit more crochet on the bag, and then I'm going to do a little bit on the little cardigan, and then get my tea, and then try and get a bit of Derek's done tonight. So that's my little bit for today. It's a little bit of everything: knitting, crochet and happy meal. So thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll catch you all another time. Bye for now.